Have you ever had Bahama Breeze? Me either. So I went to Bahama Breeze today to see what it was all about. Now, it is a chain restaurant. The one at my location is directly next to an Olive Garden, also just as packed of Olive Garden. So apparently it does like Caribbean inspired food. I say that in quotes because there's some stuff in the menu that's clearly not Caribbean, but I do see the influences. And when I was talking about this on stream, a lot of people said they really like this place. Again, I've never eaten here, so I took some suggestions on stream, but we stuck to the part of the menu that had this little palm tree that said it was like the fan favorite. So I spent about $95 on this food, 2 appetizers and 3 entrees. We're gonna try this all today. It smells pretty good. Drop a thumbs up, man. You guys already know the vibes. I'm not gonna hold y'all. Let's get into this video. I'm gonna start with the beef empanadas. You get 4 in an order. I don't know what the hell is in here other than beef, but it comes with a pineapple chutney and another type of dipping sauce. These don't look half bad, to be honest, and they're stuffed pretty well. So, nice little skin on this one. I'm gonna do the first bite with nothing on it. Yeah, these are fresh too. Why is it? The empanada, like if I turn this over, I feel like it's soupy. Like the meat has no body to it. It's very soupy, but the flavor really isn't that bad. There is definitely like a West Indian curry in here too, which I like. I eat a lot of Jamaican food, man. So let's try this pineapple chutney. Every time there's like island food, there's always a ton of pineapple. It's not bad either. A little bit sweet, not much of a spice to it, which I would have liked more, but being this is a chain restaurant, I don't expect the spice level to be as high as like normal Caribbean food. Notice I'm saying Caribbean food because I saw Bahamas inspired, Jamaican inspired, and even like some of the Spanish speaking countries as well. I don't know what the hell this is. I didn't look at the description. Let's see. This is like a sour cream, but there's definitely some stuff in here, some seasoning. But it's really just heavy sour cream. There's not enough seasoning in it to give you that much flavor. I'm getting like onion. It almost tastes like vegetable dip. Like you ever get the dip in the store? Kind of reminds me of that. But I'm gonna be honest with you. These are impressively better than I thought they would be. I expected complete trash. They are not complete trash. I think they're pretty good. On a chain restaurant scale, I give them a 7.5 out of 10. Next up, we have this is what they call them, Jamaican jerk wings. Now, I know somebody gonna say something. They are called Jamaican jerk wings. They're whole wings, $16 for 6 whole wings, which is like 12 the way people do it these days. So you get 6 whole wings for $15, and it comes with a jerk barbecue sauce. And they said this is one of their most popular items. I heard multiple times on stream people saying they love this. We're just gonna try it. There you go. They're pretty good. I am keeping an open mind. Again, if you are West Indian, if you grew up eating West Indian food, don't go here thinking you gonna get what you gonna. It's not gonna happen. I already know that. So, it tastes like a really, and I mean, if you buy Jamaican jerk seasoning or jerk spice from West Indian store and you buy mild, this is not mild. This is no spice from that level. But the wings are cooked really well. I thought they were going to be dry. They're not. They're juicy. And the flavor is a very mild West Indian flavor. If I was serving West Indian food or Jamaican food to someone who wasn't Jamaican, I would tell them to try this first. If I know they can't handle spicy food. And they would probably still think this is too spicy. You get the idea. Anyway, this is their Jamaican jerk barbecue sauce. I'm glad they put that on the side. No. It tastes like vinegar and not much else. It's like dipping it in vinegar with a hint of tomato. But I do like these wings. I'm not gonna sit here and lie to you. The wings hit. I'm gonna try this by itself. Nope. Nah. Nope. No. Can someone hire like a Jamaican guy to come up with Jamaican jerk wings, or are you just gonna let people from like, I don't know, Ohio come up with because that barbecue sauce ain't it. But the wings, $15.99 is but I don't think they're bad at all. On a chain restaurant scale specifically, I'd give these an 8. If I went to a Jamaican store and got these, they'd get about a 4. Just being real. But from a chain, well cooked, juicy, a little bit of seasoning and spice to them. I'm just gonna run right. This bite looks really right here. No, not bad. I expected horrible, and that's not what this is. I did get a soup because supposedly they have a really popular soup, and this is their seafood chowder. It is a cup of seafood chowder in a bowl. So it looks like there's not a lot, but I guess by cup they mean in a literal sense 8 fluid ounces. That's what this is, so I'm not gonna get mad at that. It just looks really sad coming in this big bowl, but it looks like it has potatoes. I don't know what kind of seafood is in here because I didn't want to look at the description. Don't give me... If wasting food wasn't a sin, don't serve me Campbell's chunky soup and call it seafood. I'm not that. That's not what. That's seafood. That's Campbell's. All right. I grew up eating chunky soup. That's what that's Campbell's. Don't lie to me, man. I get mad about that now. Don't play with me. I gotta be adjusting my hat in this heat. No, I'm gonna give that a 0 out of 10. That sucks. It tastes like Campbell's chunky soup, and it costs like $7. I can get 2 cans and still have mad money left to spend. No. Don't lie to me. Time for our entrees. We got 2 separate entrees. I got these apparently really popular coconut shrimp tacos. Now you can get it in an order of 2 for like $12, extortion, or you can get it in an order of 3 for $15, still extortion. But I only got 2 because it's just me. I would have gotten 3. They be doing that because they try to act like, oh, we'll give you less portions. Like it should be like not that much of a price hike, or little of a price hike, I should say. Anyway, the coconut shrimp tacos come with slaw. Okay, so we put the pico on the side. All right, so we got the pico on there now, and then they have some sriracha. Why sriracha? I have no freaking idea, but this is like a sriracha sour cream on their coconut shrimp with their house-made cabbage. House-made. What is giving this that flavor that's hitting? What is that? Hold on, we have to break this down. I'm sorry about that. Hold on now. Who's the culprit? Let's try. No. Something. There's... I see. There's a pineapple salsa on here too. This right here is really bringing that sweetness together. Again, I wish these were a little bit more spicy, and I swear to you, on a chain restaurant scale, I would give these like a 10. Not quite a 10, like a 9 and change. But the shrimp has a toasted coconut flavor. They're cooked perfectly. And that's that shrimp, not chicken. The pineapple brings a little bit of the sweetness with that coconut, a little bit of the crunch from the cabbage. Again, I wish that the sriracha sauce was a little bit spicier, but it does have a little bit of a sriracha flavor. And then the acid from the pico, that's really damn good. They should have gave me some lime with this. It would have really set it off. Flour tortillas, I don't mind, but that's good, man. I'm actually in shock right now. Like this, it's expensive as all hell. That's really my biggest gripe about it. But if this was like, I don't know, that's way too expensive for a damn taco. Anything but whatever the hell it costs, because $13 for 2 tacos is extortion. But being real, I go into stuff with an open mind. I bash this on stream. It's not bad at all. On a chain restaurant scale, this gets an 8 out of 10. Like, it's good, man. It's good. It's solid. Like, everything here is solid. Nothing's blowing me away, but it's solid. And I can definitely see if you're a person that like you've never had like Caribbean food or you don't have access to it, why you would like this, because it tastes like crappier versions of that, which really isn't a bad thing. Like it's pretty good. I'm not mad at this, man. I'm being real. Most expensive thing that I got today, but it was the most recommended. Now it looks like just in them putting it in the bag and giving it to me that the prezzo just doesn't look the best, but this is their churrasco or their skirt steak, which is in the front. Comes with a chimichurri, yellow rice, and then there's plantains, and I believe these are black beans. This cost me like $32, I believe. I really didn't want to get this, but after trying all of this food, I don't expect this to be trash. Okay, let's try this skirt steak. How big is it? Pause. Nice big piece. Okay, we like that. Is it tender? Hand test. Slightly tender. Let's see what it looks like. There you go. There's that chimichurri right on the top. Let's do this. The steak is relatively tender. It's cooked okay. I don't mind it. I wouldn't be mad at it. If you don't know, skirt steak is like, it's a high margin of error. Like, you can really screw up skirt steak. If you cook it wrong, it's like leather. With that being said, this is not. The chimichurri, no. The other stuff has been like at least a decent impersonation of what I would call, if you were getting authentic, the chimichurri is off. It's just off. It just tastes like oil. It's just adding a nice oily texture. And when I say nice, I don't mean that in a good way. But 3 bites. Everyone knows the rules. Everything else was light years better than that. I don't really like that at all. By far the most expensive thing I got, by far the worst thing that I've gotten so far, I would give that a 4 out of 10. I'm only giving it credit for the fact that it's cooked well, but I would have liked this a lot more without whatever the hell they're calling that chimichurri on there. Let's try this yellow rice. Do I have a spoon? Rice with a fork is wild to me. Where'd I put that spoon at, bro? There we go. It'd be hard to balance this damn rice. It's not as bad as I thought it would be. Better than I thought it would be. Better than I thought it would be. They do okay. The rice I'll give a 7 out of 10 to. It's good. It's good. Black beans. All right. Go back to the drawing board on that. I like the fact that, okay, I'll give you two, being constructive here. I like the fact that if you can see, they mushed up some of the beans to give it like more of a stew aspect, which is a good thing. I like that. They used some sort of seasoning that is like a knockoff version of like Badia or Goya or Nollers or something like that, that they used an ungodly amount. Like, this almost tastes like someone spilled it in there. So while I think you did a good job because you tried to season this, back off a little bit. And I never tell people to back off the seasoning. Whoever did it, like, not that much. No. Get to 2 out of 10. And then we got the plantain. You gonna zoom in? That's not bad. You can't really screw that up. They're sweet. They didn't add anything else to it. But if you like plantain, platano, wherever you're from, I don't mind that. I'll give it a 5 out of 10. This was their most popular entree. Jamaican jerk pasta. Keep an open mind. Now, if anyone's had Rasta pasta, hell no, but I'm keeping an open mind here. Now, I'm gonna stir this up because it looks like a lot of stuff went to the bottom, which is fine. The weird thing about this for me, again, it has asparagus and mushrooms in it. I have eaten a lot of Rasta pasta, but I've seen peppers and onions. I've never seen asparagus and mushrooms. Who signed off on that? They got farfalle or the bow tie pasta and like an Alfredo sauce. The color on it doesn't look right. It looks like stroganoff. That's not even good Alfredo sauce. Here's the most popular, look, yep, no, hold on. Nah, bro, that's insane. Let me try this asparagus. I like asparagus. One more bite. Everybody knows the rules. Let's go. I'm sorry. That's bad, bro. Oh, that's not even good Alfredo. Saying that this is jerk pasta, I don't even know where they got that from. There's no jerk flavor in this whatsoever. Like, none. None in mushroom. I like mushrooms. None. You could have used the same seasoning from the, like, they could have taken the jerk barbecue sauce and, I'm not, hold on. See if I can help it. I still got my wings here. At least that tastes like remotely jerk. The Alfredo sauce, there's some kind of like grainy consistency in it that's just like super off. That sucks, man. Holy. Yeah, that's really not bringing in the points though. The good parts, the pasta's cooked well. There's a decent amount of chicken in it, and it looks like they actually used pulled chicken, and it's dark meat. So that's definitely dark meat. That consistency of that sauce is really bad. But other than that, it had the little star next to. I don't really get how this is their most popular dish. They have way better dishes than this. This is not well done at all. I'm sorry. This gets a 1 out of 10. I really, really dislike this. I'm usually not like, I don't give a lot of 1s out. I never give 1s, but that, okay. Not gonna harp on that one too much. What do I think about Bahama Breeze? Honestly, like I said, can see why some people love it. Me, I think it's okay. Again, people don't understand this. I grew up eating a lot of West Indian food. I know people may not realize it, but I have West Indian people in my family, blah, 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 blah. Doesn't matter. So I know what real Caribbean, West Indian, every time around there tastes like. Some of it is like a decent impression of it. And chain restaurant-wise, that's what things like Olive Garden are. So I completely get that perspective if you didn't grow up eating it. It's similar to me in Olive Garden. It's not bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's an imitation of some of the food, and I'm saying I see where people like it. That's how I feel about this place. Some of the stuff, like the appetizer-wise, does hit. And I went into this kind of skeptical, but as always, I always try to keep an open mind towards everything because you never know. And if you've never had Caribbean food, I think you should try it. I do. Maybe you'll like some of it a little bit more than I do, but I definitely recommend those appetizers, the empanadas, and the wings, for sure. So overall, it's definitely in that mid-tier towards, like, slightly towards the bottom. It's like the Olive Garden of West Indian food. Like, legitimately. That's how I feel about it. And that's not necessarily a bad thing. It's just not a place that I personally would go to. Do I think you're dumb if you go there or you don't know food? Absolutely not. Everybody has different taste buds and things that they like. So I don't think you're dumb for liking or disliking anything. I respect everybody's opinion. I just gave mine and I hope you enjoyed it. Before I get out of here, I do have a quick little public service / like, I hope you're not the person that does this. I go to restaurants, I will either do one of two things, as I said, but I wait the full time for the food. So that I ensure that it's as fresh as possible. I don't place pre-orders for everything. I have to be within 5 minutes of the restaurant before I place the order, either on an app or in person. So in this case, I did the same thing. So I'm waiting, and I had to go to the curbside to go. I just got it delivered to the curb. Most of the time I do go inside, but in this parking lot, it's like really packed and tight in the way. If you've ever been, anybody who from this area, if you've ever been to like the Bergen Town Center, the Olive Garden / Bahama Breeze parking lot is ridiculous. It's really, really tight. It's hard to get in and out. So I just wanted to do curbside. There's a guy in front of me that also did curbside, and he pulled in, his car was taking up 3 spots. Tres. He was almost sideways, and then he saw me pull in, right? Because I'm in spot 4 where he's barely touching it. Like, he's on like the white lines. He had a, I don't want to see what kind of car he drove, but it don't matter. He had a large sedan, an expensive one. And he pulls in, and I'm sitting, I swear to God, because I'm passive aggressive sometimes, so I'm kind of like side-eyeing dude, but he can't see me because my windows are tinted. But and he pulled around to the front because my windshield is not, and he could see my face, and he seen me. He looked, he put a little grin on like he was kind of embarrassed, right? All right, cool, no deal. So I see him walk back towards his car, but instead of getting back and moving his car, he walks around to the other side, realizes in 3 lanes, comes back, looks at me, smiles, and he's like he's motioning like, I'm gonna go inside real quick. And I was just like, Don't be that person. If you go to a parking lot, just pull in correctly. Like, if you're crooked, can you make sure that you're not touching other parking spots? Because other people, I know some people don't look at stuff this way. There is no reason for you to take multiple spots in the parking lot. I get you have a nice car, expensive car, you park far away. I get that, because sometimes I get a little with my stuff getting hit too, so I'll park way back in the back of it. I understand now. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about people who will go in and be like literally in 2 spots and they don't even care, and they're like, I'm just going inside real quick. If somebody hits your car, you'll be the same one to cuss them out. 1. 2, there are other people in the world besides you. You are not the only person in the world. I'm not trying to act like I'm person of the year, but every time I pull into a spot, I will look. I got cameras, so I'll look at my cameras and be like, I'm making it, and I will back out and then go back in and make sure that I'm in one spot. 1, I don't want anybody to hit my car, and 2, again, other people are trying to park too, bro. Like, you are not the center of the universe. I don't think I'm the center of the universe. Really, nobody is. You feel me? So, like, when I saw that, there's a part of me that, like, if I was 10 years ago when I was like a young, stupider person, I probably would have said something, you know what I'm saying? But again, I try to play chess in life. You don't know if I say something and this dude's having a bad day and he says the wrong thing, and next thing you know, y'all see my mugshot, because I'm not gonna let anybody talk to me like a little kid. You know what I'm saying? So I let it go and I woosah'd my way out of it. But just consider other people when you do things. You know what I'm saying? That's my public service announcement, bro. I know most of y'all probably understand what I'm talking about, y'all good people. I know there's gonna be some people that gonna have something to say and go, oh, well, shut up. I love y'all, but please, you're not right in this case. You're not the only person in the world. Don't take up multiple spots. All right? There's nothing to argue about. All right? You don't want it done to you, don't do it to others. That golden rule thing. But anyway, I love y'all, man. I hope y'all enjoyed this video. That just happened right now. And I was like, I'm gonna say something in this video when I pull it off. But I love y'all, man. Y'all be safe. And as always, we will be back tomorrow. More content. The hand signs, they made it to YouTube.